Hey everyone, it looks like it's 7 o'clock and we have a very distinguished guest, so I certainly do not want to make him wait. But let me just welcome you all to tonight's special edition team call. This is a very special edition team call for a few reasons. Number one, we're just driving home our big end of year focus, and we are joined by April McDonald's team, Beautifully Made. And like I mentioned, we have probably arguably the most distinguished speaker we've ever had on a team call, who I am super humbled to have share his insights on what we're trying to challenge ourselves to accomplish in our businesses at this time of year. And after April and I chatted, it sounds like we have a very similar focus, which is this boldness of generosity giving, really dialing into the concept that we have amazing solutions. Our lives have been changed in countless ways, and we have a burden of responsibility to give this back, and any fears and baggage and doubts we bring to the table is completely me-centered. So, we don't want to just be effective business owners. We want to be bold, generous, impactful, outstanding business owners. And I don't want to keep our guest waiting much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and let him have the floor, but let me introduce to you and April, do you have anything to add? Does that sound about like what you guys are focusing on as well? I'm getting a positive. She had a very eventful day. So I mean, I'm not going to ask her to come to the table here. But Carl, thank you so much for taking the time with us tonight. We are truly honored and humbled and privileged. But this is your CEO, Beachbody co-founder and CEO, Carl Daikler.
Wow, it's me. I'm the special super guest. Oh, I was waiting to find out. I thought maybe Santa was on. Or somebody really cool, but no, it's just me, my thinning hair. It's ridiculous. I really need to change the angle of my camera. I need to do it. Who was it? Oh, it was Angie. I liked Angie's angle. What are you getting, a massage, Angie? What's happening? I think you are. I think we just can't see. You've got a masseuse. Somebody's doing some footwork. You're getting a mani, a pedi. What? Which Eddie are you getting? Okay, anyway, look at that. Okay, so you guys, look at us. Look at you. Look at what's happening right now. It is a week away from Christmas time or the days, and regardless of what holiday you celebrate, the whole world is almost in shutdown mode, and yet this group of people shows up for a phone call with a CEO of a health and fitness company. Like, the last thing people are generally thinking about right now is what fitness program they're going to start in January, and what nutrition program they're going to follow, and what superfood shake they might be drinking. They're thinking about ugly sweaters and trees and lights and whatever holiday trips their trigger. And that's what's so amazing about you, is the fact that you get on a phone call or a Zoom call with me and Megan and April and all of us, and this community continues to show up with consistency to help people increase the level of priority of these choices. And like, it's a big deal. You didn't have to get on this call. And I just want to start by having you acknowledge to yourself the fact that you showed up for this. And while you showed up, I don't want to make it just about showing up, because that doesn't mean success. That's not an entitlement. What we need to do now is make it worth something. So let's talk about goals for a second. Right now, as people are in this gift-giving mode or holiday shutdown mode, it's very easy to put off setting your goals for 2019 until January 1st or the last week of the year. And I want to tell you that it is the people who are on it right now, who are sowing the seeds or planting the seeds right now of showing on their Instagram and social media that you're still doing the workouts. You don't have to do them every day. You're still eating, you're watching what you eat in some way, portion control, 2B mindset. You're drinking the shake, and you're part of this community. Let me do a little quiz, if you don't mind. And I've done this, and I hope I haven't done this for you guys before. But raise your hand if you consider yourself, how you feel a Beachbody? Okay, just raise your hand if you consider yourself a Beachbody. Okay, and I always find this an interesting question to ask. Okay, so now let's see. Now I have a little list that I made before I got on the call. So if you can, so let's erase that for a second. If you are more conscious about your fitness, not perfect, but conscious about it, trying to be proactive about your fitness. If you're watching what you eat, maybe your portions, maybe not so many cookies, but still, you're still having a good time with life, but you're being conscious about it. If you can check the box of you're trying to be consistent with that shake, maybe not every day, maybe you're a 365er like me, but you're trying to drink this superfood shake, and you're both participating or contributing to and benefiting by this community of like-minded people. If you can check all 4 boxes, raise your hand. Look at you fantastic people. Let me check the other page. Keep your hands up. All right. Now, do you guys understand? The word Beachbody is made up. Doesn't even exist. You can look it up in the dictionary. It's not there. I actually made it up. Put beach and body together. And yet, all of you who raised your hand on this list, that means I'm the one that defined what Beachbody is. That is what Beachbody is. What we're doing is being more conscious, helping people be more conscious about their fitness, nutrition, this shake, and this community, so that we might raise the decibel level so that these things, this healthy lifestyle, is less optional in people's lives. It's not about some ideal. And that ideal of what a Beachbody means is what's holding you back. Because what's so important is your understanding that you belong here. You are here, you're on this call, but you have to understand that whatever Beachbody is, wherever Beachbody is, you belong here. As we had these wildfires in Southern California last month, and we got evacuated. I got evacuated out of my little town, and some people stayed back. I was going to stay there with the kids, and so we got out of there. But some people stayed back and they fought fires. Now, they didn't ask permission to fight the fires. They didn't wait until they had the perfect firefighting gear, and they didn't wait for the perfect firefighting hose. They grabbed garden hoses and air masks, and they beat back the fire and saved people's houses. They just did it. Same with you. We have a lifestyle disease problem. For the first time in history, for the last 3 years, the life expectancy of the next generation continues to go down. Also happens to be this opioid crisis, but lifestyle choices, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and lifestyle disease affected by, like heart disease, affected by obesity and lifestyle choices, all contribute to this decrease in life expectancy. That's our kids. That's the legacy that we're leaving our kids, but not you, because you are a Beachbody. You belong in this fight. I don't need to tell you you're a Beachbody. You just got to know that what you do is so important in the world. I was asked on a call I did earlier today about my goals for 2019. I said, my goals are the same as they were in 2018. And that includes help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Because that's not a goal for most CEOs. That's not a goal for most people, to help people lead healthy, fulfilling lives on their terms, not my terms, not six-pack, super fit, as if, not the terms that we define, but on theirs. That's what a coach does, help people achieve their goals. And that's what we set out to do for 2010 through 2019. That's what my goal is. What I want you to do now, what the purpose of this call is tonight, is to keep you on track, to make sure you're taking advantage of this launch of Transform 20, of the momentum that we've got to invite people to this exclusive coach test group that starts January 14th, to help people take advantage of the cost savings of the launch of this new STEP program from Sean T, to take advantage of the fact that right now people aren't feeling that good about themselves. Right now is when it's the most acute of all year long. Right now is when they're feeling it the most. Their self-esteem is at its lowest because they know they let it go. Whatever weight they lost at the beginning of the year, they've now added it steadily back on. And again, they don't have to be thin. They don't have to work on our definitions, but we do want them to be more conscious about these things. This is what you need to understand, that whether it's today or Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or the day after and the beginning of the year, we need to be setting goals. We need to be showing people that we're consistent with our fitness, nutrition. Use Instagram stories to show, not just a still, not just a commercial where you're inviting people, but show people that right now, you amazing coach, are one of the few people in the world that's not just letting it all go right now. You are doing it. And you need to remind your team that they need to be doing it, because my second goal, I have the mission of help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. But my second goal is to create the most predictable, part-time, stay-at-home income opportunity in history, because we have this massive problem. Over 200 million people obese or overweight in North America and the UK. And we have this incredible community of people that is helping solve that problem. What other gym do you know of right now, or group of certified trainers or other fitness solution where they're getting together on a Monday night, the week before Christmas, to talk about helping people, to conspire, to plan what your next fitness program or your nutrition program is, to talk about this silly but powerful superfood shake? You guys are doing that. Do you understand just how special and meaningful that is? But with the massive opportunity of helping those 200 million people, which is just a massive economic opportunity, well, that comes with great responsibility. And that responsibility means we don't skip a day. We don't skip a day of inviting people. We don't slow down of inviting people, because, every time I get on one of these calls, well, actually, let me ask a question. Megan, do people have the ability to unmute themselves if I ask them a question?
They should be able to.
All right, let's see. So I just want to ask one person a question, except Angie, because she's probably right in the middle of this massage, and it's fantastic. So
I am not getting a massage.
I'm just kidding. You got your notebook there. You look very professional. It just looks very massagey. But, okay. So raise your hand if you sold a challenge pack in the last, let's call it 48 hours. Has anybody sold a challenge pack? Okay. Chelsea, can you tell me about that? Can you unmute yourself and tell me about that?
Sure.
Like real quick, let me ask you specific questions because I don't want to take too much time. How did you know this person?
I went to college with this girl. I've known her for the last 7 years.
Okay. How long have you been talking about? Did she sign up as a coach or just buy the program?
She signed up as a discount coach with the Transform 20 Challenge Pack.
Okay, cool. So how long have you been talking about the prospect of her joining you?
About a year and a half.
Every single time. Every time it's a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Like I asked this question. Okay, so that's the first point, everybody. A year and a half. That means if you're not inviting today, that in a year and a half, you're going to be trying to follow up with people, and there will be no, what's her name, Chelsea?
Jenna.
There will be no Jenna who's come to maturity in this process of having watched you on Instagram and Facebook to go, you know what? Here it is, the weekend before Christmas. I'm going to sign up with you, Chelsea. Like, you need to be doing it now so that in a year and a half, they come to maturity. That's the way it works. They don't all sign up the first week. You can't get frustrated that they don't. Okay, now let's talk about process. So why on earth did she sign up? And what day did she sign up and why?
It was 2 days ago, and I had posted an Instagram poll about my Transform 20 challenge group coming up, and she said maybe. She says maybe on these a lot. And I just followed up again. I follow up with her every single month. And this time she was ready.
That's amazing. That is incredible persistence and stamina. So good for you. Now, what did she buy?
She got the challenge pack with the Shakeology and the performance line. I don't remember which one specifically, but she went all in.
All in. Okay. Now, did she know what Shakeology cost? Did you send her a share cart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I've discussed the pricing of Shakeology with her before. We've been through this conversation quite a bit.
Got it. And did she just was like, oh, bag of brown powder, $130 or whatever, 90 something dollars that it is for a discount coach. And she was like, no problem? Or how did you get over, how did she react to the price?
She gave me the price objection for a long time because she's recently graduated. She's in an audiology program and graduated, and I've had to break down the cost of the price to her and really had to show her the value. I mean, she's one that likes to know all the information. So I've sent her like the options of nutrition available, like on education about Shakeology in the back office and things like that.
All right.
And that really
Well,
helped her.
congratulations. Good for you. What is your rank?
Diamond.
You're diamond. Good for you. Okay. You can mute yourself. I just wanted to make this point. Okay. So a year and a half, it's stunning to me because every time I ask that question on coach calls, it's like, I've been talking to her for 2 years. We were friends growing up and she's been watching me for 3 years and finally she signed up. I have never had, well, there was one where a lady was interviewing housekeepers and the prospective housekeeper came in and they got to talking about what she does and the lady, instead of taking the job, signed up as a coach. So that was different. But other than that, it's like a year and a half every time. And look, you're going to get this price objection on Shakeology. And this is something that from now on, you can never fear that objection from this moment on. And here's why. Because I'm guessing that many of you, the first time you heard about this scoop of powder that looks like every other scoop of powder that you could go to the supermarket and get for $40 for a 1 month bag, and you scoop it out and you hold them up and they look exactly the same. Why on earth would you accept that this scoop of powder was worth $5 a serving when that one costs $1 a serving? And all you were expecting to hear as a prospect was that it was protein powder. That's all you were expecting. You didn't even know about this. Or maybe you heard about other health drinks and they taste awful or to do something for you. Maybe it costs $2. But you're like, wait, $5 a serving or $4 a serving, that sounds crazy. Here is your reaction. You are allowed to say, I totally get it. That was my reaction too. That's the honest reaction. So if you have that, if you can say that to people and you disarm, you remove that negative, that fear reflex that you've got of, hey, the price objection, it's over, click, leave meeting. You don't have to do that. Now you just go, hey, totally get it. But this is what I love about this company because I felt the same way as you. I thought, what is the deal with the expense of this powder? Then I found out how they formulated it. Whole food ingredients that haven't been isolated and killed, that they import it from all over the world. They go through multiple tests to make sure that it's as potent as they say on the bag, that the quality of the ingredients hasn't been compromised in the process. But here's the most important thing, is how you will feel after you drink it, which is the other thing I love about this company, and that is you get to drink this for the full 30 days, and if it doesn't change the way you feel, if it doesn't improve your digestion, help you lose weight, and improve your energy without more caffeine, you can get your money back. And in fact, we're going to make a point. And Chelsea, you tell her that because we only want 2 possible outcomes when you sign somebody up, only 2. That needs to be our deal tonight. That they either have the kind of results that you've gotten that have made you believe in what we do, or they get their money back. Those are the only two things. Because you don't want somebody walking around who's not that happy, but you forgot to follow up with them, and now they feel like you just abandoned them. You don't want that, because that's even worse than getting them their money back. So we're going to avoid that. So they either get great results or they get their money back. So, you get to say, hey, look, I don't know about you. I don't know about other health drinks that you've tried, or maybe you've gone to the gym and you go to the juice bar and you've tried stuff, but I don't know anybody else that lets you go in and have a month worth of shakes and you drink it every day for a month. And on the last day, the last one, and the guy across the counter goes, boy, you seem to really like those shakes. You drank them every day this month. And you're like, meh, not really that much. I'd like my money back. I don't know of any juice bar that lets you do that, but we do, because how on earth can we expect people, sight unseen, without really understanding the depth that we go to deliver a quality product? How can we expect them to understand that until they try it and see what real bioavailable nutrition feels like? Doesn't taste so bad, but that's beside the point. The point is how it makes you feel. People are blocked up. Their digestion is awful. They are bombing their body with caffeine to try to find energy rather than feed themselves better. The body doesn't need more calories. The body needs more nutrition. That's what we're providing to them. And they've got to be able to try it. So here's what I'm going to ask of you in the last moments of work that you might have left in your day. Ask for a little time from your family. Say if you can spend another half hour or an hour following up with people. Post about your workout today. Consciously, specifically invite people to your Transform 20 group. You know how we do these little lists? People like put, I've got 5 spaces available in my Transform 20 group. If you don't have anybody but, just get a notepad. I don't have a notepad anywhere. Who uses notepads? I have a notepad. So like you get a notepad and you write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Transform 20 group, Molly's group. Plus, Angie's going to participate after her massage. Just kidding. And you put 1 through 5, and you go on Instagram stories, and you say, I'd love for you to sign up. I got a space for you. Just do it tonight. Ask your family to give you the hour to do that post. And then for that hour, follow up with as many people as you can. Say that you heard something, an incredible explanation about why this company is special. Because there's people working together to do all this, even in the heart of the holidays. And you mentioned that you can mention tonight that you got off a call with the CEO. That's right. We're tight. We're on the phone. We're talking to each other. We're conspiring to help people with their health and fitness. And you said, you know what? I'm not waiting for you to go join a gym in the first of the year. I'm not going to sit back and watch you blow it the last 2 weeks of the year. We're going to start the year feeling better about ourselves. We're going to end the year feeling better about ourselves than we started it. So you don't make a resolution out of guilt and shame and out of some pit, but you actually make a resolution about continuing the momentum that you started the last 2 weeks of the year. That's what I want you to do tonight, because you're going to, and look, it might not result in any transactions. Maybe some of you are going to sign a new coach. Hopefully that's going to be a good coach, which is a point that I want to make. Or maybe you're just going to add people to your list. But here's what I know. Whoever you do reach out to, you have started the clock on that 18 months. And maybe we'll be on a call in a year and I'll ask somebody to raise their hand and you'll go, oh, I signed somebody up and I started that conversation after that last call that we did together and I signed them up 6 months early because you said 18 months and I signed them up yesterday. That could happen. It doesn't happen unless you're getting the word out tonight for these people. So think about the investment that you're making in the next 12 to 18 months for yourself, for your goals, for your family. Because remember, my goal is to help you achieve the most predictable part-time bonus income. Maybe you make it full-time, but let's one thing at a time. That I want you to have a predictable stream of revenue coming from your efforts, but it's not going to happen at the start. You're going to start, it's going to be like a nickel an hour. But you're going to work your way up there. I'm seeing posts online of people who, a year ago they made $1,000 in December, and this December they're going to make with the launch of Transform 20, they're going to make $5,000. Now, look, that doesn't happen to everybody. It's not an entitlement. It happens based on the way you work. It happens on being consistent. It happens by learning about people's goals to help them achieve their goals. That's where it comes from. This new Success Club system is helping teams mobilize in a way that is predictably productive and profitable. But you need to go about it in a specific way. And when I said wanted to talk about the quality of coaches, when you do these follow-ups tonight, and I appreciate, Chelsea, this isn't anything about you, but I appreciate people sign up discount coaches all the time. And I totally get it. I think, frankly, you're worth the retail price and the money that you could make as a commission on that sale. And I think the product is worth it. But I get it. You want the Success Club point, and you want to bring somebody in, totally makes sense. What I'm asking, though, as you're signing up coaches who are truly going to be coaches for you, be picky. Imagine, so here I am in my office. Imagine I've got a job interview going. I don't have people sit across this desk from me and I just go, oh my God, I hope they take the job. I hope they take the job. I hope they take the job. No, I am tough on them. I want to make sure that who I'm bringing to this company is somebody who's going to be a productive member of this company. You are running a company. When you sign a coach, or certainly somebody who intends to be a coach, that you are just as, you expect them to live up to a certain standard. That this is as much a job interview as anything, because you're not accepting just anybody to be a part of your team. You want somebody who's going to take initiative to help people achieve their goals, to lead healthy, fulfilling lives, who's going to be a positive part of your team, who's going to show up on calls on Monday nights the week before Christmas. You're looking for people who are easy to work with. And if you have that expectation in these follow-ups as you recruit coaches, your team is going to be so easy to build to 5-star, to build to 10-star, because you're not going to be begging people to stay around. Oh, please stay diamond, please. You're not going to beg them, because you're going to have winners on your team who you are scrutinizing as to whether you want them on your team or not, because you want great people to work with. I'm asking you to do that because I want great people to work with. You are demonstrating to me right now that you are great people to work with because you showed up tonight. There's all sorts of people, I'm sure, that were invited to this who didn't click in, they heard about it and they didn't want to do it, or maybe they'll watch the recording, maybe they had something else to do, but you showed up. I want more you on this team. And here it is. We're coming up on the half-hour mark. Now it's going to be up to you. What we did just here is not the work. This is talking about the work, planning the work, thinking about the work, and showing up to get psyched up. But now I'm hoping that you might ask your family to give you a little bit of time, spend an hour, maybe you can even do it on this Zoom call, and you just get into it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do tonight with this information? Who can you follow up with? Who can you start the conversation with? Have you posted to Instagram stories today? I didn't get tagged in it. I'm going to look for you. Are you bringing people to your Transform 20 group? Are you planning on starting a group with us January 14th? All this stuff, it's all like laid out. All you have to do is do it with consistency and belief. And I'll circle back to where we started. A deep understanding that you belong here, that you belong as part of this mission if you're going to follow up, if you're going to truly help people. And that's all I ask of you. And if you do that, I think it's going to pay off for you. So that's what I'm talking about. Now we got to get to work. So what do you think, Megan? Is it time to get to work?
I'm ready to get to work. I'm gonna, ask my husband.
I can't hear you. What happened?
Can you hear me now?
Talking.
Yeah.
But I can't hear you.
Oh, well, as long as you can hear me.
Is everybody else here?
Can
You hear her.
I can hear
Wait,
her. She's quiet, but I can hear.
Oh.
I can hear her.
I think I got a speaker problem.
How can you hear everybody else? He can hear everybody else.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear now.
I can read your lips. All right. I'm going to sign off because my speakers just shut off.
That's right.
But I hope I said the right thing.
Oh, you can't hear us at all?
Thank you for tagging me. I see that you're tagging me. And you guys rock. So, Megan, I'm going to let you talk because I can't hear anything. Okay. Thank you, guys. I love you.
Bye.
Sarah, that's a cute kid.
I'll close.
Raise him. Be a great role model. Jamie, that's a nice looking kid, too. He's going crazy in the background. No more sugar for you tonight. And Angie, yours is good too. These are all the kids that I see. I just like to say hi to them. And I hope they're all, oh wait, you too, Melissa. Hold on. And Jessica, I see what's going on. All the kids are showing up. Hopefully they're not on the naughty list, but they're all on the nice list. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Sarah's got her little dude.
This is probably his favorite thing right
And,
now.
all right, that's it. I'm gonna let you talk now. Thanks so much, guys. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being a part of this movement. I so appreciate you.
How weird that he can't hear me, but he can hear everybody else. Is that weird?
No, he couldn't hear anything because I even tried to talk and he couldn't hear me.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and let you guys get to work. But I hope you're excited. And I'm so glad that she finally did chime in, April, because team calls get really lonely talking to yourself. You know?
I agree. And I apologize. I'm like pre-gaming over here with Carl. And I'm like,
April got like a random spontaneous invitation today to a Charlotte, yeah. So she kind of is like in the middle of a family event and was like, hey, I need 30 minutes to be on this call with the CEO. Like I can't not, but anyway, I hope you guys are excited. One of the things that like I've said before, and I got super excited hearing Carl talk, tonight is like, and y'all can, I don't know, y'all, maybe you're with me or I don't know, but I feel like this whole like end to the trend of obesity, I feel like Beachbody can do that, but I really feel like the people who are going to do it is like women, because women are the decision makers in a lot of, in homes generally when it comes to food and health. And I know most, Aunt April's a mom and I'm a mom, and a lot of our teams are probably filled with mostly moms. I know not everyone here is a mom, but maybe you will be a mom someday. You work with women who are the influencers in families. And I believe 100% that's where change is going to happen. Like epidemically, like as a trend that's going to happen. It has to happen with that kind of influence. The government's not going to do it. School can't do it. Like it has to happen in the home. And I believe like this whole him trying to create this predictable income, stay-at-home income is really going to target the demographic for the most part in general that can actually do this. And I truly feel like that's what I feel a huge sense of duty and responsibility to helping be a part of that. So, I mean, that's just me and my warm fuzzy, like purpose-driven, heart-centered service part of the business. But I'm also like, want to be a badass hustler and, achieve excellence and show my children what it looks like to work hard and to create your own life. But I get super excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. April, do you have any feedback or anything takeaway you want to share before you go off?
I think the biggest thing, guys, is like just stop comparing yourself to other people and go turn your mess into a message, because whatever you're struggling with right now, somebody else either has or will or is, and they are going to relate to you. So the best thing that you can do right now is, if you're feeling vulnerable, you fell off track, you drank, you had too much pizza, like talk about it. Like don't try to be perfect. Just send your message and then turn it into some type of positive at the end. And it's not just for them, it's for you just as much, until you truly live and believe all of those words as well.
So April, I have to get you on a team call here sometime soon, because April has an incredible story, I think, of overcoming struggle. And she had, some things going on in her business and life last year that she has been such an inspiration. Like I've really admired how you've come out of that. Like most people would have with the grace that you have too. Like it's been really admirable. And I sent you a message a while ago because I wanted to get you on a call here sometime. So I look forward to maybe like trying to get you on here to share with us.
Yeah, I'll message you this week. We'll do a team call swap. It'll be good.
Okay, so we have a lot to share. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out on a random time slot. But I hope it was worth my while. I hope it was worth your while. But like, let's get after it. Let's go. Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great night.